Yeah, hi there. In these comments, I'm going to just use your initials, ABA, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And I'm going to listen to your independent speaking practice test number 50.
Hi, I refer.
All right, so let's take a look at the question. Suppose you want to get away for the weekend to relax during the summertime. Would you rather stay at a hotel at the beach or in the mountains? Give reasons to support your choice. And you say,
To stay at a hotel near the. Hi, I prefer to stay at a hotel near the beach because I love water and the water is cool by the beach. First of all.
okay, so you like the water and the water is cool, or it is cool. You have a topic statement in the beginning, but the way you present the ideas, you're a little bit uncertain, you have a few hesitations in there, so you want to try to be a little more fluent in how you present these ideas.
Hi, I prefer to stay at a hotel near the beach because I love water and the water is cool by the beach. First of all, I love water because I can swim and I can hang out there to get fun. Also.
Okay, now before you move on, you can say, I like the water because I can hang out with my friends. And you say, for example, 2 weeks ago, my friends and I went to the Newport Beach. We went to Newport Beach and we did some swimming and even some body surfing in the ocean. You see, you have to develop the idea more than what you're doing. You don't just talk about things on a surface. You have to go below the surface and give some details. That helps your score.
I love the water sound and I love to sit in the sand. Second of all, I love the water by the beach because the water is cool.
Okay, that relates to the first point that you made or the second point that you made.
In California, always the weather is nice in the summertime.
So then you give an example. You can say the water is cool. You can say, for example, when I went to Huntington Beach a month ago, the water was about 68 degrees. The ambient temperature in the air was around 73, so it was very perfect. It was a lot cooler than San Bernardino where I live or something. So again, you need to develop the topic more than you're doing. Now the question is, why do you not develop the topic now? Is it because of grammar limitations? Maybe vocabulary limitations? See, that's what some people might think, that you're not expanding on your ideas because you don't have the grammar or the vocabulary to do it. So here's my recommendations. Let's take a look at what your score is first of all. So for the TOEFL, I'm going to put you at about 1.83 out of 4. You'll probably score about 14 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. Language use, very weak vocabulary. You're not using specific words to help illustrate the points that you're trying to make in your speech. You need to do much, much better with your vocabulary. My recommendation for you is to go to the vocabulary portion of my course and start with lesson number 3. Go to vocabulary lesson number 3. There's 200 words there. Learn them. Learn those words. That's going to help you. That will expand your ability to communicate in both speaking and writing. Now, the next thing. Topic development. You also have some weaknesses. The biggest weakness with your topic development is you have very limited relevant concept, limited relevant content. You're expressing ideas on a very basic level, so you need much more specific details. So I'm not going to recommend any speaking lessons. You have a good sense of how to organize ideas. You just don't have the vocabulary to do it. So again, it's going back to vocabulary. Delivery, you had some awkward pauses and hesitations in there. if you want to work on that a little bit, you can go to the speaking portion, go to the pronunciation section of my course and focus on the lessons. They're called Thought Groups and Blending. I think it's lesson number 41 through 44, and that will help you speak more naturally and also more fluently. All right, so again, I gave you a score of 1.4 out of 4, 14 points out of 30. Now, if this were the final exam, here's what your score would be. Okay, 1.83 is going to put you at 65% on the final exam. That's not where you want to be. So if you want to do better on the final exam, you definitely need to be much more specific in the vocabulary that you use, and you have to be sure to give details to support your main ideas. Alrighty, anyway, thank you very much for completing this assignment, and keep up the good work.